I thought while I was crocheting, I would let you know why I haven't been posting real regularly lately. Hello, fiber fans. Welcome to another episode of Maddie Makes. I'm Crystal, and today I'm here from my car because we drove an hour for my daughter to go to driver's ed, and she's going to be in there for 2.5 hours. So driving back and forth does not make sense to do that more than once. So I have been working on a kerchief tank. I'll pop the picture around somewhere. It was a free pattern off of Ravelry. The link will be down below. And I am doing it out of some of this lovely cotton yarn that I got from Hobby Lobby, back with that big old Hobby Lobby buy a couple years back. And it's super pretty. And first piece is done. Working on the second piece. So let's see if we can get the second piece done. Really used all the yarn in this 2.5 hours that I will be sitting here. Now this is a fun pattern, and I think it can be used a lot of different ways. You could do a basic granny square, or like this starts as the basic granny square. Here. Yeah, there you can see it. And then you either double crochet one, chain one, or double crochet in all of them with the 2 chain 2 double crochet at the end at each corner. But I think I want to do some adaptations on this because I do love to wear crocheted pieces and light pieces in the summer. Summer solstice was yesterday, so I'm going to do this top, and then we'll see what it looks like if you do a fabric piece with crochet around it. I like doing some mixed media like that because it takes so long to crochet this rectangle or the square, and it has a really good pattern for what sizes you need, but mine are 18.5, so when I block them they should be around 20. So I wanted a larger flowy top, so I'll be wearing it over tank tops and with my flowy skirts, and having some volume to it will look good. And I thought while I was crocheting I would let you know why I haven't been posting real regularly lately. At the end of February, there was a big snowstorm, then it melted, and then it froze, and then it snowed again. And the school system, in all their wisdom, said, yeah, come to school on time today. They really should have did a 2-hour delay. The car was frozen, the driveway was frozen, and while scraping off the car, I fell onto our cement driveway and landed on my right arm and got internal bruising on the back of the arm. Evidently there's some rippage in there that's like millimeters, but still there, and it caused trauma to my shoulder, which built up over the months after, built up scar tissue and locked my shoulder. So I had what they call frozen shoulder. But as of last week Thursday, so from the end of February to the middle of June, finally got a cortisone shot, and now I can move my arm without it hurting a ton. So that's awesome, because before I barely moved it and it shot me to like 9 pain, and it was no fun. You can't really operate that way. So now I can start doing things. So I can start filming again. And I did try to film a little bit before, and I will finish those up and get those out, but it's no fun when you start filming and it's like, oh, I can only do 10 minutes and the arm is dead. I am going to be crocheting. kind of wanted to show you how I did this starting stitch, because normally like chain 3. And I've been changing it up and not chaining 3. Pulling the loop up, twisting it about while it's twisted, sticking the hook back through it so it's twisted. You can kind of see that. Then pulling through one of the loops. You see there's kind of like 2 loops on there. Then pulling through the other 2, and it kind of looks like a double crochet. That's what I've been doing. And it looks a little bit more uniform when you pull up the whole piece. So before the 2.5 hours were up, I have crocheted through all the yarn that I had on hand and still had 2 rows to go, but I will get them to them tomorrow. Well, I got all of my squares crocheted up. They're all the same size. Now I'm going to work on getting them together. Now you see I only have a little bit left of my original yarn, so I thought I would use those other colors, but let's see how this actually goes to see if I need to use them for the sleeves or not. Now I have it tied off evenly between with that pink yarn, and I am going to sew up. So I'm going to sew up starting from the bottom edge of the garment up to that pink piece of yarn that I've tied up, marking the neckline. And you see I'm working it about 1 inch in and then back and then up again, making sure to go over my end piece so I don't have any loose bits hanging out. Now I am using just the outside edge of the top of the crochet on both sides, making sure to match my stitches up. And I'll speed through this the rest of the way, and we'll get this garment sewed up. Well, we got it all stitched up from the bottom to the top, right where those little pink strings are located. And this is the neck all flared out. We're just going to match them up like this. And let's get into making those straps. Hello, this is Editing Crystal coming to you. The video was missing for the attachment of the sleeves and the finish of the neck. So let me run you through how I did it. It's pretty simplistic. So on the back corner of the top, you want to attach with 3 double crochets or a chain 3 and 2 double crochets, and work back and forth 3 double crochets per row until it comfortably fits over your shoulder and ends up where you want it as far as this, keeping this strap the appropriate length. Attach it to the front or the back. On this, it really doesn't matter, they're the same. And you just want to affix those 3 double crochets to that corner, and at that point you're done with your straps. Do the second one the same way. Then you want to come back in at like the armpit with a single crochet and work single crochets all the way through, up and around your strap. And I have 3 single crochets per double crochet, but it doesn't really matter as long as they're laying nice and your strap stays flat, you're good. And single crochets all the way around. Likewise, you want to do the same thing with the neck, starting what you would consider the back, and single crochet all the way around. It gives it a really nice finished look, and I think I'm going to use it on more projects. And here is what the garment looks like on.